Cool. Right. On today's show, it's episode 1. The curtain is finally up.
Burke and Ball in chess.
The bat is back in hell.
Keala Settle is me.
Stage door selfies and more on the opening night of Treading the Boards. I'm gonna do it there. Hello! Welcome to the first ever episode of Treading the Boards, the musical podcast. I am Robin, hi, and joining me is my amazing co-host...
Sheena, hello, nice to meet you.
We are in the UK, in case there's anyone over the water listening to us, and we like theatre, so I had this mad idea to start a podcast, and I dragged Sheena along with me.
And here we are.
And we are. We're actually doing it. So, yes, like I say, it's Treading the Boards. If anyone joins us in the chat room, please say hi. We would love to hear from you. And, oh, that creaked. So, this is brand new to this. Sheena's never done a podcast before.
Never done it, so bear with me, please.
I've had a little bit of podcast experience. So, we will just try and see what happens. So we hope you enjoy it. But let's follow our schedule. So welcomes. Hello, welcome. We've done that. So the aim of this podcast is we're just gonna have news, reviews. We're hopefully gonna have some interviews when we start getting more sort of
when we know what we're doing.
There we go. When we know what we're doing. I was going to go and solidified in the podcast world. That sounded a bit too extreme.
I like that, though. That's a good way of putting it.
And we're just going to have a lot of fun, really. And we want you guys to get involved. So please email in any stories you've got of theatre, your favourite shows. If you just want to say hi, we will be covering about our stage door selfies later on in the show. So please send in pictures of those. We will be talking about ourselves, our favourite shows and actors and everything like that. There'll be a few names that will keep reoccurring because we do have our favourites. But that'll be fine. And we see quite a lot of shows, don't we?
We do. We do get up to London and all around.
Yeah. On tour, anything like that. And we have quite a list of shows that we've seen. So
can work our way through a lot of them.
Yeah, that's what we're planning to do. Work through them and do reviews and stuff. I'm kind of thinking we'll do shows like this with different sections and like news and things like that, and then we could just do a whole kind of review show.
Yeah, brilliant.
If that works, and that will kind of show just how geeky we are about the shows that we see, really, and how fangirly we are over some of the actors and that we've met. So, like I said, the sections we're hopefully going to have. Stage door selfies is kind of quite a cool idea. My friend Sarah suggested it to me, and I was like, "That's a really cool plan." I've written explain this at the end here. I'm going to explain it now because we've got some minutes.
It fits now.
It does fit now. So basically, if you go to our website, treadingtheboardspodcast.com, scroll down a bit, you'll see stage door selfies where you'll see me and Sheena in selfies with lots of actors that we've met at stage doors. And it's fun. You want to go meet the actors afterwards. So I thought it was really cool. Lots of you out there must have stage door selfies.
There's always a big crowd, isn't there, getting lots of selfies. So it'd be nice to see your ones of them. And
we're the sad people who wait for an hour and a half to meet the last guy to come out the door.
But it pays off.
It pays off.
Well, you'll probably hear about these stories, but most of the time it pays off.
We can tell some stories at the end because we need to fill some time for that little bit. We can say about Phantom and stuff at the end.
Yeah,
we'll do that. But yeah, please send them in. And when you send them in, please give us your name, who the actor is, because we probably won't know them, and what show you were seeing. and what you thought of the show and all things like that. And when you send them in, I am assuming that you have permission from you and your family members / friends who's in it. The actors, I don't think we mind about the actors' permission, but to put it on our website. So, when you send it in, I will upload them unless you specifically say no, but then I don't quite know why you'd send it in. So just so that you know that. We also, hopefully we'll have some interviews when we get going. I know a few people in different areas of the business.
Yeah, I can try and make new friends in the business.
But that should be really fun, and we will think of some really cool questions. I don't know how that's going to work yet, but it's kind of a bit of a goal to work for once we know what we're doing a bit more. Belt of the week. I thought would be fun. Who doesn't love an actor / actress's belt?
We love a belt. This is one of our favourite things.
I almost called this podcast Beyond the Belt, which would have been
good.
cool.
That could be like that little section. I don't know.
The only issue is, I thought it sounded a little bit porny.
Oh, yeah.
It does a bit, doesn't it?
It's a good shout not calling it that.
Yeah, so I decided to not go with Beyond the Belt because, it may be interpreted as a slightly different podcast.
Let's stick with Belt of the Week.
So we've got Belt of the Week, which we've got one coming up, which will be really cool. We then will have news. So basically anything that's going on West End, Broadway, any new headlines, casting, show extensions, anything I pick up during the week, we'll let you know, basically. And you'll be keeping an eye out.
Yeah, keeping an eye out, fulfilling the newsreader career.
Yes. And just to let you guys know like what's going on, anything like that. And I will post links to the to the news stories that I have picked up in the show notes when you download the show. So hopefully that'll be good. And you can find it all again on our website. And hopefully we'll have guests. So we don't always go to shows together. So if Sheena goes to see something with someone else, we can get them on.
Come on as a guest.
And if I see something with someone else, we can get them on to talk about things. If we can get a guest who maybe we would sort of interview, but they just want to come on for a show to be a guest, then that's cool. I don't know why they'd want to, but
you never know. It might be that much of a hit. They just need to be on it.
You never know. They might just want to enjoy the insanity of whatever comes to happen. So they're kind of the ideas. If you guys have got any ideas out there, please let us know. That'll be really cool to try and work in some of your ideas. You never know, if this becomes a massive thing with thousands of followers, we might have kind of, we might organise show meetups. We could go and see a show and tell you guys what we're seeing and meet some of you. We'll hopefully go to some sort of theatre things this year. So we're thinking about going to West End Live again.
Yeah, brilliant. That's a brilliant experience.
It is.
It is good fun, isn't it? Yeah, we always have good fun there.
Yeah, West End Live is great. So, I'm guessing a lot of you will be there as well. So it'll be great to say hi and come and get a selfie with us. That'll be really fun. But please don't be scared if you see us at a show, do not be scared to come and say hello.
We're not scary. I realise I look a bit like a borrower here. Like I'm just sat on a lower chair.
Please don't be scary to us, because we may find you slightly terrifying if you are a bit scary. But but come say hi and get a selfie and just say if you like the show, and we'd love to meet all you people out there who are listening to us trying to start this off. Yay. So we're kind of on time, which is good. As I say, we want you to contact us. So we would love to hear from you. You can find us on Facebook. How do they find us on Facebook, Sheena?
They Google us on Facebook. Oh, bearing in mind, I'm not actually on Facebook. I'm probably one of the only people that isn't. But I also don't live in the Stone Age. So I'm guessing you go to Facebook and you type in Treading the Boards podcast. Yes! And there will be.
There we are.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was mean. Sheena's been terrified about this show for like the last 2 days. So
2 days, 2 weeks.
So we, you can find us on Facebook, Treading the Boards podcast. You can also find us on Twitter. We are at TreadboardsPod because Treading the Boards was taken, so we're Tread Boards Pod. And I believe Sheena has set up a Snapchat. That's a vocal warm-up and a half. Sheena, what is your Snapchat?
Right, so I think it's exactly the same as the Twitter without the @ so it's Tread Boards Pod, all lowercase. So give it a go, and I'll keep you updated on there.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sheena will be in charge of the Snapchat because I don't know what I'm doing on Snapchat.
So again, just bear with it for a minute. We'll get there in the end.
But that will be really cool. And again, all of our details can be found at treadingtheboardspodcast.com. There's a contact form at the bottom. If you want to email us pictures, you will have to email us directly with treadingtheboardspodcast@gmail.com. That's listed on the site under stage or selfies. It's just because we can't let you upload an image to the contact form on the website and all that stuff. Also, if you feel you want to donate to the podcast, there is a link on the website. That would be amazing. All the money donated to the show will go back into the show and towards theatre tickets for us to go and review more shows for you people. So if you would like to donate, that's great. Don't worry if not. The option is there if you want to, and we will give you big shout outs if you do go donate, and you're amazing, awesome people, and thank you very much. And we're almost on time.
That's pretty good, isn't it?
I know, right? That's like crazy. So I feel I'll get some intro music for these different sections. The only other intro music I have is the weird stuff that I made, which has kind of got the warm-uppy thing. So this could be leading up to news.
This is what you want to hear before news.
I know. My voice is about to erupt from this. Where is it?
Ladies and gentlemen,
There it is.
please take your seats. This evening's performance is about to commence.
That's brilliant.
So news. There we go. News
Here we go.
introduction. So
I feel I need papers to shuffle like they do on the news.
Sheena's learned a lot about this topic because I put her name next to the introductory bit and she thought she had to learn it all. So
I panicked and learned every possible fact I could learn about it.
So all of these news stories are from whatsonstage.com. I see them come up on Facebook and things like that. They won't all be from What's on Stage. It's just at the moment it's a great place to go and get news stories. So Sheena, what is this story?
Right, so I learnt this today. That it's been rumoured that Michael Ball and Alexandra Burke are set to star in Chess later on this year. I actually actually learnt the date in my panic revision session earlier. So it'll be from May the 1st to June 2nd. But yeah.
I love the fact you learnt that. It's not even on our page at the moment, and you know it.
It's learned. Yeah, so hopefully these are true. They'll be joined by Cassidy Jansen, who was in Beautiful, and she's part of the leading ladies with Beverly Knight and Amber Riley.
Oh, it's her.
Yeah, so apparently she's Florence.
Ooh.
Or
rumoured.
Rumoured.
Is she confirmed?
I'm not sure if she's confirmed.
Does it say how recordable sources?
It just said that she was rumoured.
Joining them is said to be Tim Hawar from Rock of Ages. I don't think that's how you say his name. As Trumper, and Cassie Jansen as Florence.
Yeah, so that'd be quite good. I've become quite a fan of her over listening to the Leading Ladies album. I've not really heard too much about her, to be fair, before that.
I've seen her in the Beautiful Things on the piano.
Yeah, she's pretty good.
And we saw her at West End Live, didn't we?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Where the
piano broke.
Wait, I don't think it's a real piano.
Oh, was that the...
I think that was the thing.
That was the story.
They pulled on a piano, big grand piano, so that she could play the beautiful stuff. And one of the presenters was like, oh, I can play the piano, and hit the keys and nothing happened. Yeah. And it was kind of like, oh.
But then the funny thing is, I know we're going a bit off track here, but the funny thing is, about 10 minutes later, I think it was a Dusty Springfield, couldn't make it, could they? They wheeled on a real piano. And a man, I can't think of his name now, but we'll find out his name, was brilliant and came on, just did a bit of...
Oh, yeah.
And he did the Sound of Music, didn't we?
Yeah.
We all had to sing along for the Sound of Music.
He was an actor guy, wasn't he?
I can't think of his name. But he was brilliant. But they did manage to find a different piano.
Yeah, they found a real one. So
Sorry, that was a bit off track there, but
it was fine. It was relevant.
yeah, it was good fun anyway.
We have a like and someone else is watching. Hello.
Hi. It's terrifying.
Please say hi in the chat room on the side, or if you have any other contact methods, send us a message. I hope you enjoy the show. So that's Michael Ball and Alexander Burke, hopefully in Chess, maybe. Do you know where Chess is running? You probably said.
It's in the London Coliseum.
Is it?
Yeah.
Ah.
So
That's
another little fact I crammed in there.
Have we been in the Coliseum?
I don't think so.
I don't think we have we?
Maybe we should go to Chess to go in the Coliseum.
And see Ball and Burke.
Ball and Burke.
Yeah,
How does Michael Ball feel about? Yeah,
See-
Michael.
Yeah,
Alfie Bow.
Alfie,
I think I said Alfie Bow earlier. Oh no. Oh no. I've been thinking he's Alfie Bow all day.
No,
I
it's
text my auntie 'cause she loves Alfie Bow. Oh no. Oh, Michael Ball
Michael
is going to
Ball.
star in Chess.
Did you say Alfie Bow? I don't know.
No, I just put them together.
Oh. It's
Oh.
only Michael Ball. Sorry, Michael. Alfie's not coming.
No.
I don't even know if you're coming into Chess, to be honest. So, fingers crossed you might be. But yeah, so that'll be a cool casting if that happens.
Will. Brilliant.
Sheena, what else has Alexander Burke starred in?
Oh, so I learned that we saw her again at Western Live. She was in The Bodyguard, wasn't she?
She was,
had
yeah.
pretty good reviews from that. She did Sister Act, and most recently was on Strictly Come Dancing for those who are partial to a bit of Strictly.
Mm.
I think she was runner-up.
We lost our watcher.
Oh no!
I think we scared them.
It was the Alfie Ball mess.
It was. See, we don't know our balls from our bows. Anyway, but yeah, so interesting fact there about Alexander Burke.
Back to the show.
So we'll keep you updated on those rumors. Hopefully they'll be true, and we will see if they end up in the cast. Oh, I was gonna say I had it written down and I forgot. Chess is currently playing in America, in Florida, I believe, at the Kennedy Center. It's playing from Sheena. When is it playing from?
It's playing right now from the 14th of February to the 18th of February in the Kennedy Center.
Yes, and it features Ramin Karimloo.
Oh, we like him.
You gotta love a bit of Ramin.
We do.
Although we call him Ramin, which
We got it wrong and it sort of stuck.
just to warn you, if we call him Ramin, it is Ramin. Sorry, Ramin, if you ever watch. But yeah, so he's who's he playing? He's playing the Russian guy, Sergeyevsky, I think he's called, and I don't know any of the others in it, but there's videos online. If you just YouTube Chess Ramin Karimli, you'll find sort of rehearsal videos, and he sounds amazing. So that if you're in America, go check that one out. Yes, Ramin, cool man.
Good old Ramin.
Bat Out of Hell. So and this is a slightly older news story. It's about a week old, but the casting has been announced for the return of Bat Out of Hell in London. Yay! So I've seen it twice in London when it was here last year. You haven't, have you?
No, we're about to book to go later
Literally.
on this year.
After the show, we're going to book to go and see it. Anyone out there who hasn't seen it, go. The singing is just phenomenal in it. It's absolutely insane. It's returning. It's coming back to the Dominion Theatre, which is different to where it was. It was in the National Opera House, but it's coming into the Dominion Theatre, which I think is a bigger theatre. Lots of seats, and a lot of the original cast are returning. They're coming back from Canada to do it back over here. So Andrew Palek and Christina Bennington will lead the cast. Oh, the cat's come to join. This is Astrid, everyone. Do you want to say hello? This is Astrid. Yeah, go on then. So they'll be returning as Strat and Raven. Rob Fowler is back as Falco. Danielle Steers as Zahara. They've all been nominated for this year's What's on Stage Awards for their performances. Sharon Sexton is also back as Sloane, Giovanni Spano as Ladau, and Patrick Sullivan as Blake. and there's some other people returning in the cast. New cast members are Alex Thomas Smith as Tink, Wayne Robinson as Jaguar, Kyle Anthony, Christopher Cameron, and other people in the chorus. Go see it. It's amazing. You won't be disappointed. I can't wait to see it again.
Very excited.
I was a bit of a blubbing mess at the end, but let's not go into that. But honestly, go see it. The actors are phenomenal singers, and they're just amazing. So go and support the show. That'll be really cool.
We'll try our hardest to get some stage show selfies.
We'll do our best.
Yeah.
Because we're seeing an evening one, aren't we?
Yeah, so we'll get the Sharpie pen ready and the selfie.
We could try and get them to do like some shout outs. Be like,
yeah.
I'm Andrew Pollock and I listen to Treading the Boards. How cool would that be?
I'm sure he's listening right now.
I expect he is. So, yes, go and see Bat Out of Hell. You won't be disappointed. The story's a bit weird. It's kind of like a... what's the Queen one? We'll Rock You.
Jukebox.
Yeah, it's a jukebox show. It's got the feeling of We'll Rock You, but it's a lot better. The story's a bit weird. Songs are amazing. It's great. Yay! Our last news story, and we're kind of on time-ish. We're a bit fast.
Ooh.
What's our news story? Go
Okay, so An American in Paris is going to be screened in cinemas soon.
Yay! Go on.
We personally have not seen this show live. I don't know over a lot about it. I know it's had really good reviews and gone down really, really well. So it's completed its run in the West End at the start of the year. It completed its run, ready for Bat Out of the Hell to go straight back in there.
Yeah, when did it finish?
It
doesn't
the 2nd of
say.
January, I think. I could have just made that up.
Well, it sounds good. We'll go with it.
Okay.
Keep talking. I'll find out.
Okay. I can't keep talking 'cause I'm not sure I know much about it. But it's about an American in Paris, I presume. I wish I'd Googled this one in my... I do know about theatre. This is just an area I don't know too much about. But I'm going to learn with you listeners that I'm supposed to be educating about this. Help me. I don't know what to do. American in Paris will be screening in cinemas around the world on the 16th of May this year.
Cool. The recording will star Robert Fairchild as Jerry Mulligan and Leanne Cope as Lise Dassin. I honestly don't know anything about this show. So
You probably know more than me.
I know it was on in London. It was set in Paris after the Second World War. The show follows the romance between Fairchild and Dassin as they explore the city.
It's had really good reviews.
Really good. Apparently, like, visually it was stunning and the dancing was amazing and stuff like that. If you've seen it, please let us know what it was like. We'd love to know and educate us on it. We should try and see it in the cinema.
Yeah, and then we'll be able to tell you more about it.
Yeah. 16th of May. We should go.
Pop it in the diary.
We'll pop it in the diary. I mean, it looks very colourful.
It does look brilliant.
And is there a soundtrack? Maybe. Possibly.
This will be our homework to
It will.
learn about American in Paris.
Yeah. But we have been in the Dominion Theatre.
Yeah, a couple of times, haven't we?
I've only been in once. You've been in more than once.
What did we see there?
We went to see Bodyguard.
Yes, we did.
Spur of the moment, went to see The Bodyguard. It was really good. We didn't have Alexandra Burke. Not Alexandra Burke.
Beverly Knight.
Beverly Knight, that lady.
Yeah.
We didn't have her. She wasn't on the matinee we went. So we had the understudy, who was phenomenal.
It was brilliant, actually.
Yeah.
It's,
That was
it's a
cool.
good show.
It's a bit annoying. People were like complaining and wanting refunds because Beverly Knight wasn't on, which is a bit like, chill out, guys.
We chilled out and enjoyed it.
We chilled out and enjoyed it. It was great. We got cheap seats, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. We got
think-
them just on the day, didn't we?
Yeah, we went to Leicester Square to one of the hut things.
Yeah.
What did we get? Like 35 quid or
Yeah,
something?
for brilliant seats in the stalls, aren't they?
Really good seats.
It was worth seeing.
It really was. So, yeah, Bodyguard. Is it? It's not touring at the moment, is it? I think it's...
No, I think it did. A couple of years back, it went down to Bristol and Bath and places like that.
Oh, cool.
But I don't
So
think
it
it
did
is at the
tour.
moment.
You keep, like, creaking your microphone.
I keep moving it. I'm so sorry. Shall I?
Fine.
Is that better there?
Yeah, that's fine. It's fine. I kept hearing like. I was like, "What's that? What's that?"
It's the borrower behind you.
It's the borrower behind me. Ooh. If you have any news, please let us know. If we've missed anything, or if you want to tell us about a show that you're in, please let us know, and we will send people to your amateur show. Or if you're a professional and you're in a show, let us know, and we'll send people to see you in that. That will be really fun. 3 minutes. We're doing well.
Good stuff.
Moving on. I've got no intro music to this either. I've kind of failed on the intro music.
It's the first one.
It is the first one. We need to build up our music. Let's wait. If I do that, then we can have a bit more. Oh, that didn't work. Wait. Why didn't that work? Intro music for Belt of the Week. That's very loud.
It's funky.
It is funky, isn't it? I'm gonna turn that right down. This was gonna be the intro music. It's not. But the belting was.
Featuring who?
Moi. These are my lovely pipes you're hearing at the moment. With my own slightly dodgy belt going on in the middle. So Belt of the Week. Let's stop that. I can use that for Belt of the Week. That'll work. So Belt of the Week. We thought it would be fun to focus on kind of an actor. So this is like Belt of the Week, and then a focus on the actor/actress who it's about. And just a bit of info about them, what they've been in, what they're in at the moment, what they're famous for. Our focus spotlight person today, Sheena has a lot of knowledge about, because she's read up a load about her. So Sheena, who is our Belt of the Week this week?
Right, this week on Belt of the Week is Keala Settle.
Yay, you got it right.
I've been practicing that name all day. So here's Keala Settle giving us a... No?
Are we going straight into it?
I don't know.
I was going to introduce it.
Yeah, go, yeah. I don't know what I'm doing.
So, as hopefully anyone in theatre knows, unless you've been hiding under a rock for the last 3 months, Keala Settle is the bearded lady in The Greatest Showman, which is a movie that has just been released. Well, it was released in December, written by... I can't remember their names.
The Evan Hansen people.
The Evan Hansen people. Ben Passet.
I know it's Benj.
Benj. I gotta look that up because that's really bad. I should know that. Dear Evan Hansen.
But it's a brilliant movie. If you haven't seen it, I'd highly recommend going to see it. You'll want to go back again and again. I took my mum. Well, we went, didn't we? Then I took my mum. And normally she watches a film and thinks, I'll watch that in about 10 years' time. But she wanted to go back like the 2 weeks after, so we did. Cool. So it proves that you want to go back.
And your mum cried, didn't she?
She did, and she doesn't normally cry at films.
She never cries.
And she had a little tear in her eye.
Oh.
And I think she thinks she's in it in the car. She sings along and thinks she's going to get a lead part in it.
I was a mess. I've seen it lots of times at cinema and I was a mess. Did you cry?
I'm pretty good at holding it together in the cinema. Yeah. But it was good. I could easily, if I wanted to, shed a little tear.
just let it all out.
Yeah.
So the music was written by Justin Paul and Benj Pasek. That's what they're called. Justin and Benj. They obviously wrote Dear Evan Hansen, which is amazing. They wrote the songs for La La Land, and they've also done little shows like Dogfight, and they wrote some songs for Smash. We're not focusing on them, but they've just come up. So they wrote the music. It also features Hugh Jackman and Zac Efron and Zendaya and Michelle Williams. Williams. And it's basically the story of Barnum. It's Barnum, but not as you know him. Dad's listening. Hi, Dad. So it's Barnum, and it's all about his, like, how he became the famous showman that he became. And it's obviously set in the late 1800s. Is it late 1800s?
I think it's around then.
Yeah. but it's all modern music, which I know a lot of people have kind of struggled with, but the music is great. It's amazing. Literally everyone I've spoken to has watched the film and then gone and bought the soundtrack as soon as they got home. I think I bought it in the car park when I left left the cinema. So it's a great soundtrack, and there's some amazing songs on it. And Keala Settle obviously is a bid lady, and she sings. What do you call it? It's not really a title song, but it's
a main one, isn't it?
It's the big one.
I learned earlier that it just made me nervous for your family watching. Hi.
My brother's in as well. Hi, Kevin.
I can't remember what it's saying now. Sorry.
Greatest Showman. Song,
Yeah.
main song.
Yeah, it won the Golden Globe, didn't it?
It did, and it's nominated for an Oscar and things like that. And it's of course This Is Me, and it's just an epic, belty, awesome song, and it's sung by the, I don't want to call them freaks because they're not freaks, but the
They call
oddities.
themselves warriors, don't they?
Warriors. The Warriors. I don't really know if they're warriors.
That's what it says in it, though.
It does. We are warriors. Yeah, I don't think I can call them warriors.
No, don't go with that. That was rubbish.
They are the
Circus acts.
Yeah, the circus acts. Thank you. The circus acts in Barnum's show, and they have had the door closed on them too many times, and she gets angry and sings her heart out in This Is Me. So I'm in Belt of the Week. I've looked up and stuff, and all of the small clips I'm going to play are in complete review. We don't own any of them. The clips I'm playing today are from the Graham Norton show, which aired on the 9th of February, and she was singing the song. And I found the video uploaded by No Limitation on YouTube, and I have like 3 clips, which are all about 5 seconds long, to hear the epic belting of Keala Settle singing the song. Should we hear the first one?
Off we go.
If we go. That was a little bit loud.
It's got to be loud if it's about.
It's got to be loud. So that was one of her belts that she did in it, which was epic. Like I didn't watch this live. Dad recorded it and showed it to me, and I was like, oh, she's singing the song. And what was really cool, I don't know if you saw it. Did you see it?
The Graham Norton show?
Yeah.
No, I didn't see it this week.
It was her. They had like kind of a choral gospel choir to do all the backing vocals, and they had sort of 4 or 5 slightly freaky looking dancers, but they were kind of doing the choreography from the show, which was really cool. They were like doing all the, I was about to try and do it, which wasn't going to work.
Go on, don't stop. Go on.
I know they do that at one point, I think. But yeah, so they were doing the dancing, which was really cool. And yeah, she was belting the hell out of the song. It was really cool. So another belt she did in it was this one. Which was really cool. And the last belt, I think it's the big belt at the end. Well, it doesn't end with a big belt. It's like the highest little bit. Yeah. So that's Keala Settle belting live out of This Is Me. Let's move on to the kind of about Keala Settle.
Keala Settle, I panicked earlier. And, before an exam when you do the quick revision, I need to learn about this. So I've learned that she didn't originally want to be in musical theatre. She trained as an R&B artist.
Did she?
Yeah, and her mother does the same. They sing a lot of R&B, and that's always a route that she thought she'd go down. But just life took her a different path, and she found musical theatre and really enjoyed it.
I love how you know this.
I panicked. She's also got 4 brothers and sisters, in case you needed to know that.
Do you know their names?
Not personally, this is a quick revision session, but I'm sure they're all lovely.
How old is she, Sheena?
She's 42. I did learn that as well. She's 42, and she thoroughly enjoyed musical. It's called The Great Showman, and would like to do more musical films. So I feel like I know her.
Yeah, it sounds like you're a personal friend. Like you just had coffee with her down the road.
We popped to Costa. Yeah. Oh, we're allowed to say it.
Yeah.
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 So
We're allowed to say Costa.
Yeah.
It's not the BBC. We don't have to be like, other coffee shops are available.
I was just getting a bit of ourselves sound. Oh, here we are on the old BBC. Yeah, so that's a bit of information about her.
Cool. She apparently this is all from Wikipedia. It could be wrong, but I'm guessing it's right. She made her debut in 2011 in Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, as Shirley, and she was in the ensemble. She's since played lots of other roles. She originated the role of Norma Valverde in Hands on a Hard Body. I don't know what that is. I might look it up. It sounds fun. What else has she done? She got a Tony nomination for something else.
She did Les Mis.
She did Les Mis.
I presume that was on Broadway.
Yes. There's a video of her actually doing Master of the House from Les Mis on YouTube, which is great. She really goes for her little Master of the House. Isn't her best bit? That little bit where she's Madame Thénardier, that's her only little solo in it.
Yeah.
She really goes for it. She's epic. And yeah, so you can find that on YouTube. She was in that for a year. Oh, and I didn't realize this until today. She was in Waitress. She was in the original cast of Waitress as Becky. And that opened on Broadway on April the 24th, 2016 at the Brooks Atkinson Theatre. Apparently Waitress is really good. I've listened to the soundtrack and it's cool. Who wrote it?
Sarah Bareilles. Is it Bareilles?
Bareilles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She wrote Love Song, didn't she? Had quite a big hit with it.
Yes. And it sounds like her. Like it you can definitely tell that she wrote the music. Are we talking about who wrote the music? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, we are. Yeah. I believe the soundtrack's on Amazon Prime if you want to listen to it. It's probably on Spotify. Or probably just on YouTube, to be fair. You can go and find it. But it's really worth listening to. It's really cool. I haven't seen it. I had the opportunity when I was in New York, but I didn't. I saw other stuff. But apparently it's great, so go and see it. But she was in it. She originated a role. She was also in a national tour of Hairspray, which there's also a video on YouTube of her doing that as well. She's done lots of solo stuff. Her singing songs.
She has an EP out on iTunes as well.
Does she?
I haven't had a chance to listen to it yet. But
what's it called? Do you know?
Again, we're going back to this. Let's Google it. It's not long been released, I don't think.
Oh. I'm going to quickly try and find it.
It's on iTunes. If you Google... Well, you don't Google things on iTunes, do you? If you go to iTunes and type in Keala Settle. That's how I came across it.
It must be one of these. Also, if you want to find a really cool video on YouTube, you can find the Green Light. That's The Greatest Showman and Waitress. We'll find it in a minute. You can find the Green Light performance of The Greatest Showman songs, which is the kind of the first time that they sung the songs for the producers at Fox to get them to sign it off. And it looks amazing. Like, to be in that room would have been incredible. They were all crying. They were just going for it. Jeremy Jordan popped up in the video. He was there singing in for Hugh Jackman because Hugh Jackman had stitches in his face and was told he wasn't allowed to sing.
The best bit, though, about the video is Hugh Jackman is there just casually eating an apple. Like, nothing's happening, isn't he? He just sits there.
And apparently he got up to sort of perform the piece, but not sing. So he just stood there while Jeremy sang. And then in the last song, in From Now On, he couldn't hold it in, and he went for it and he sang it and ripped 20 of his stitches out, started bleeding and had to go back to hospital. But they got the green light, so, you know, and he's Wolverine, he healed. He's fine. But yeah, so she sang it there, and apparently she didn't actually want to sing it first because she didn't think she could do the song justice. So the only time she came out from behind the music stand was in that performance. That's the first time she kind of performed it and gone for it. But I was trying to work out, because Jeremy Jordan popped up in that video, and Andrew Keenan Bolger.
Oh yeah, we like him, don't we?
Yeah, he was in Newsies. If you get the Newsies official recording, he's crutchy. And he's really cool. He was also in Tuck Everlasting, which is a great little show. But he was in the video as well. And I was like, oh, are they in the film? What's going on here? I think they were probably in Newsies on Broadway at the time, and they were like, "We need some actors. We'll call them in." So I think they called them in to sing. I think Andrew was singing Zac Efron's parts, and Jeremy Jordan was singing Hugh Jackman's parts. I think. I could be wrong.
It's
I
worth the
wasn't
watch
there.
though. It's worth the watch though,
It is
isn't it?
worth
That
watching.
video.
I wasn't there, so I can't tell you. I think that's what was going on. I couldn't find her album.
Oh, I'm sure I found it.
You probably did.
You'll learn to realise I'm not the most sort of technically minded person. So I could have come across it somewhere else. But give it a go. Try it.
Try and find it. It's probably out there somewhere. Or it's in production. She might be making it at the moment. But I did find a video of her singing with, I don't know who the other lady was, but it was at Broadway Cares for the raising money for the Florida victims at the shooting thing.
Oh, yeah.
And she sang Take Me or Leave Me from Rent with this other lady, and that was epic. And I went into a Keala Settle kind of rabbit hole yesterday in video form, and I also found her singing some songs from Jekyll and Hyde, which was quite amazing. I did send that to my friend, and I was like, be prepared, this is amazing. And she replied, oh my god. So yeah, that was really fun as well. So yeah, go and get on a rabbit hole of Keala Settle videos all down on YouTube. You won't be disappointed. And go see The Greatest Showman if you haven't, or if you have,
Yes,
tell us
definitely.
if you loved it.
There's I don't know if it's all around the country, but in certain areas, next week there's a sing-along. I think it's from the 23rd.
Something like that.
Yeah, there are sing-along performances, so get down there, have
Yeah.
a sing-song.
I might go to a sing-along one.
I'm going to have to try and stop my mum.
The thing is, if you come to a sing-along one, you won't sing.
I'm pretty good at this, though. When I say good, I'm not good at all. But I think I am in my car
Yeah,
when no one's there.
I might take my mum. Mum likes it.
Should we have a little sing-song?
She does a little sing-song. So I think
Excellent.
she's currently learning the words to all the songs. So
It'd be like a mum karaoke carpool thing, couldn't it?
oh,
For
I
The
think
Greatest Showman.
that needs to happen.
Yeah.
I'm taking my mum to see Les Mis. Well, I'm not taking her; she's paid for her ticket. We're going to see Les Mis at the end of March. So I'm hoping to get mum on for a guest. If you're listening, mum, I'm planning to get you on as a guest here to talk about Les Mis. So that'll be really cool. But you never know; she might give you a Greatest Showman rendition then. I don't think she'll be keen. But anyway, so yes, Greatest Showman. Go and see it. Keala Settle, get on a YouTube rabbit hole and go and find the stuff she's done. It's a pretty epic little portfolio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, worth your time.
Very well. Very well. Yes, worth your time. And look, we're on time. This is amazing. It's like we know what we're doing.
I don't think it comes across like that when people look at me.
So this is the part of the show where we would talk about new stage door selfies you've sent in, your emails, shout outs to people. I've already explained about the stage door selfies. So shall I explain again, or do you think people will remember from the beginning?
So we just want to see you go to a stage door,
Go
have
for
a
it.
little
You explain.
selfie. Sophie?
Sophie?
Selfie.
Who's Sophie?
She might be out there. So we want to see. There's loads of crowds when we're sort of hanging around, aren't they?
Oh, we were going to
So-
say about our stories at stage door, weren't we?
Oh yeah.
Yes. So we've done a few, and now that we've done a few, people seem to think that we know what we're doing at stage doors.
We don't.
There's not really any rules to a stage door. I mean, the ones that we've picked up, be polite, because the actors are people at the end of the day. If they don't want to sign an autograph or take a picture, be respectful. Don't cry and run off, because that's a bit harsh. You know, they've just done a 2.5-hour show. Some are quite, emotionally taxing as well, so they may be a bit depressed. I'm
Try
not
and
doing this
cheer
in a
them
good
up.
light, am I?
It's quite a fun thing to do. They didn't all come out going, "Oh, all right, we're
No.
so sad." But
If you wait after a matinee, you're probably not going to get many of them coming out. Just in our experience, it doesn't
it's
normally
less.
happen. Or definitely the main acts, the main parts might not come out. So don't be offended if they don't. And if you wait after an evening, then you might have to wait a while for the main parts to come out. Normally because they they seem to like to wait until the crowd dies
Yeah.
down, so it's safer for them to come out. And I say safer, like actually safer. When we saw, was it Wicked?
Yeah.
We saw Kerelis's final matinee in Wicked, and there were so many people at stage door that they came out and said that it actually wasn't safe for them to come out. So they came out and announced they couldn't come out. The other actors did. I think Fiera, did Fiera come out?
Yeah, we got a couple, didn't we?
We got a couple. Fiera came out and Madame Morrible, the Wizard. I think Bob came out as well, didn't he? But yeah, the main parts didn't, and that's happened quite a few times. The main parts don't come out, which is fair enough. They got another show in a few hours, so you know, give them a chance. Don't be offended. I say evening though, you're more likely to catch them at an evening show because they have to go home, so they need to leave the theatre at some point. So I say just be polite, stand there looking hopeful with your Sharpie and your program, and kind of, if you make eye contact, smile at them.
They're normally quite up for it, a lot of them, aren't they?
Normally, and a lot of them seem very surprised that you've waited to see them, don't they?
Yeah, we've had that a couple of times, and they sort of walk out like they're there. No one knows them, and they've not just made your life by singing this song.
We haven't chased anyone, have we?
No, we're not.
We're not that scary.
obsessed. We're not scary.
But, who did we wait longest for? We waited for John Owen Jones after Phantom of the Opera because he was just phenomenal. Yeah. And so we waited, and a lot of the others came out, didn't they?
Yeah.
I think Carlotta came out, and Christine, and all people like that. And then we were waiting, and then some other people left, and we were waiting. And it ended up with just us two and a Chinese man, I think it was.
Yeah, he had a cassette, didn't he?
He did, yeah. He had a cassette. And I think he was getting an autograph for his girlfriend or something, wasn't he? But it was just us three stood outside this door on a street in London, and you're kind of like...
It's not sounding creepy at all.
So I think we waited 45 minutes for him, wasn't it?
This is in October as well.
Yeah.
It's cold.
I think it was 45 minutes. Was it a bit longer?
It's quite a while, wasn't it?
It was a long time. And it was cold. And he came out, and he was lovely. He was genuinely lovely and seemed surprised that we were still there. And he posed for a photo, and he did the selfie face. Yay!
And we got a blurry one, and he was like, no, do it again.
Yeah.
Let's have another one.
I was perfectly happy with the blurry one, but he was like, no, do it again. So that was really cool. And he was lovely, and yeah. You can find that selfie on our website at treadingtheboardspodcast.com.
Nice
Scroll
link.
down. You can find him there. Who else have we waited for? We
missed Miranda, didn't we? Because she came out. We waited there, but the
Yeah.
crowds were massive. That was after Annie. But we did miss a good opportunity, didn't we, with her mum? Miranda's mum came out and just walked out like she wasn't Miranda's mum, didn't she? Just strolled on out, and we were half tempted, but we didn't know if that was a bit scary.
Yeah.
So we left that one.
We are Miranda fans. Sheena's a massive Miranda fan.
But again, that was another Kerelis sort of moment. It was too dangerous for her to, because there were so many people, so she sort of just made her way down.
They did that quite well though, because I mean, a theatre crowd isn't going to be like a football crowd.
No.
You don't get people
rowdy.
surging.
Yeah.
But there are just a lot of people, and it's normally to do with the size of our pavements, because they don't fence it off properly. That they're coming out straight onto the road, so people are being pushed into the road if they want to join the crowd. So it's a bit dangerous in that respect. And for Miranda, they actually did it really well. I thought they had people crowded around the walkway, and she came out. There was a blanket no selfie ban. No selfie ban. Yeah,
Selfie ban.
Yeah. There was. So she wasn't doing any selfies, but she did sign autographs as she made her way to her car. So she did sign a few autographs, and we saw a little girl got an autograph, didn't she?
Oh,
and
she's
was
so happy.
Really happy. But I thought it was fine, because it wasn't like she didn't do any, but she didn't do everyone. Yeah. She did a good amount. So that was cool.
She gave everyone a wave, didn't she?
She did, yeah. We recently saw Big Fish, didn't we?
Oh, yes.
That was good. A bit emotionally draining.
We might have to do a bit about that on another show.
We'll do a review show.
It deserved it.
It did. Because a few things happened during the show that were quite exciting as well. But we waited at stage door there. It was the St. James. It's now called the Other Palace. And basically they don't have a stage door. The actors just come out into the foyer. And we met most of the main people there.
It's quite a friendly atmosphere, isn't it? Because they're
Really
just going to go
friendly.
and get a drink and sort of mull around a bit.
So that was really nice. But yeah, we'll do a show on Big Fish.
Yeah.
I think it deserves it. But yeah, so I say we've waited for people. Please let us know if you've waited. When we waited at Murder Ballads, when we met Karelis and Ramin Karimlu. Did we meet them all? We met.
Yeah, all 4 of them came
Yeah,
out, didn't
the
they?
narrator and who was the guy?
He was brilliant. Why don't we know his
He
name?
was really good. Was it Xander something? Someone say?
He was brilliant.
He was amazing.
But
we'll find it out. My
Yeah.
program's here somewhere. But he came out as well, and that was really cool. And there was lots of people there, but they were people are polite at stage doors. You know, you wait quietly for your turn, and I've done it before. You just sort of stand there, and you just let them walk past you because you don't want to bother them. But yeah, so that was really cool, and Ramin was just hilarious because he was the coolest person I've ever met. He signed our autograph, and then we were talking to Kerry Ellis, and then this motorbike revved up, and it was Ramin on his
massive
chopper
motorbike.
thing, wasn't
Yeah.
it? And he just zoomed off into London. It was that was hilarious. So that was really good. But yeah, stage doors. Let us know if you've been to one. Give us your pictures. Well, don't give them to. Send them in, and we'll feature them on our website and everything. And yeah, we'd love to hear your stories. What are actors like? Was some not what you expected? Was some nicer than you expected? We met Christina Bianco, didn't we?
Yeah.
Christina
we did.
Bianco.
That was-
She was lovely. We went to see Forbidden Broadway, and there was quite a few people waiting, and she appeared out of stage door and stood there, and no one did anything. They just kind of stood there looking at her. So I kind of smiled and waved, and then she came over at us and had a chat, which was lovely. She was really nice, wasn't she?
She was very polite. Yeah, lovely chat. She chatted for ages.
She did. I think she recognised us because we were kind of in the second row, and I stood up for multiple standing ovations.
We were quite visible.
I think she'd realised, and we were laughing quite loud as well, weren't we?
A lot.
So that was really cool. And again, her picture is on our website, so please go and check that out. I've explained stages. I'm going to do some shout outs. Woo! So these are just to people who I hope will listen if you want to. If you've got this far, know that you had a shout out. So shout outs to Sarah and another Sarah, Tom, Amy, Hugo, my mum and dad, and my brother who listened. Thank you. You got any shout outs?
I told my mum once she wasn't allowed to watch it live, so we'll give her a shout out when
Okay.
she watches it not live. So hi, mum.
So shout out to Jackie. And yeah, let us know if you listened. We'd love to hear what you think. I get this one was a bit dodgy because it's episode 1, so it's going to be a bit dodgy. But I say we'll build on it. Anything you want to hear, anything like that, please email us. Tell us what shows you're seeing. I've done that, and yeah, we're pretty much on time.
Yeah, wrapped up nicely.
You did it.
Ah!
She was so terrified when she came over. She was like, oh my god. And then I heard that you revised.
Panic revised. That was the key thing. So hope it went all right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was good.
It's good fun.
I hope people enjoyed it. I say we'll work out what we're going to do for next shows. We want to do one a week. I don't know if it will always be on Thursdays.
We'll sort of
It's
let you know.
yeah. I'll probably try and release the audio every Thursday. That might be a good thing to do. But the live stream might be at different times. I do like the live stream, so it means you can get involved in the chat room on YouTube if you want to, and it gives us more of a communication with you guys, and you can get involved straight away, which is cool. I'm gonna keep it on YouTube for now. I might move it to a different service if it starts picking up and getting more people, but for the moment it's gonna stay on YouTube.
We don't want to crash YouTube with all our viewers.
All of our 2 viewers. But yeah, I will put out on social media when we're planning to do a live stream so that you can listen to it. But I say I'll probably make the audio go live every Thursday if we can do that.
Brilliant.
Just so that it's regular. But yeah, we'll probably try and it might be like, oh, we'll record a show on Tuesday night or Sunday morning or something like that, just so that we can get a show in. And that, I think,
finishes up nicely.
it's going to wrap it up. Thank you if you've
Yes,
listened.
thanks.
Thanks for getting to the end with us. Big shout out to my family who have listened in. Thank you very much. And thank you to you, Sheena.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me. Yeah.
Thanks for having me. Oh.
Oh.
You're welcome back. So I think we have reached the end of the show. So thank you again, everyone out there, for listening. Please remember you can get in contact with us. You can find us on Facebook. Sheena, how do they find us on Facebook?
So I know this. Go to Facebook and type in Treading the Boards Podcast.
Yay!
You shall find us.
You can find us on Twitter. We are at TreadboardsPod.
And Snapchat, again, the same name, Treadboards Pod. Was that one even the name? Treadboards Pod.
Yay!
So give us an ad on there as well.
Awesome. Anything else, you can email us, treadingtheboardspodcast@gmail.com, and all of our contact details can be found on treadingtheboardspodcast.com. I think that's everything. Again, if you'd like to donate, there's a donate button on there. If not, don't worry, that's absolutely fine. And we will see you next week when we tread the boards again. Check that out.
Good ending.
So yeah, thank you very much, and until next week, we will see you then.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Bye.